At Mount Sinai Hospital.
Mass heart attack?
It was no, that was, yeah, it was at Mount Sinai Hospital, because Mama died at the other hospital.
What hospital did Grandma die in?
I can't think of that, man. You have to ask Wanda. I gave you all that information before. I can't think of it. My mind is blank.
This is why we want to record it. We want to document as much as you can remember. So if not, all this stuff's going to get lost.
But I thought you had all this information.
That's a testimony.
This is something that I'm going to share with the future generation and the current generation. Something that I need to document, so that way the memory will always live on.
Yeah. And move forward.
So whatever you can remember will be helpful for next generations
Somebody
to come.
else.
Well, Wanda would know where the hospital Mama died. When I find that out, or so.
And Wanda?
Because it was in where I used to live with Wanda.
So, how would you explain your childhood with your parents when they were still alive? I guess you lived in South Carolina for a little bit. That's where Floyd lived at. Was born, and then when you came back to Chicago, you lived with Grandma and Grandpa then, right? You had the upstairs and they had the downstairs.
Yeah, 2049 was 17th
So,
Street.
from that time.
No, that wasn't 2049. That was when I was young, not when Grady was. Because we lived at 1906.
Okay.
That confused me.
All right. So that makes it Tony was born in Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then Floyd was born in South Carolina. Then I was born in Chicago. So,
yeah.
So after Floyd.
That's because we used to live also at 2115 West 19th Street. That's where Daddy bought that house. At 2115.
So what did he do? He saved up a lot of money, or how was he able to buy a house? I'm like.
We used to make payments.
How long did it take him to pay off his house?
I don't know how long it took him to pay off the house. Then Sophie lived there too for a while.
Okay, so how much was the house? Was it like 100,000?
That's no.
Well,
I don't remember how much the house was. I had all that papers written down in my brown suitcase. Who's got my brown suitcase?
So basically,
the 7 about them, my history.
So basically, after he sold that house, he used that money to buy the the 17th Street house. How the hell?
No, we first lived on Cullerton Street.
Okay, but he didn't own that. He was renting.
No, we were renting.
Okay.
Then we had the house at 2049 West 17th Street.
Okay.
And after that, then we had the one at 1906 because Dad's house burned down in 1976.
Did he own that house right there?
Floyd was only a year old.
The other house?
Yeah.
He owned?
We got that house in 1970. 72. That was before when Floyd was born. Because he was born January 11th, 1972. And we got the house when he was about 3 months old. What I remember. Close to 3 months old.
So he made payments.
He was almost about 2.5 months old.
Do you recall how much he put down as a down payment?
I think that house was $6,000.
$6,000. Wow.
The reason it was depreciated, they had a lot of work done.
They even had that ground dirt in the basement. It wasn't concrete.
Yeah.
It was like an old house. It was over 100 years old. It was like one of the houses first built on that block.
Tear down the porch and put a new porch up.
Okay, so it was like it was like maybe like a repo, or it was maybe it was in bad condition. So so that's how they got it on a cheap price.
It was Maria Stahovich. I think we bought that house from. Stahovich was my grandparents, my godparents. It can't be Stahovich. It's close to it though. You would have to get that all information. Zoe probably got all that information. You're doing history.
Now, what kind of stuff, did Grandpa take you any kind of places, like field trips or anything, or to the zoo?
No, we used to go, what I recall. Yeah, he took us to the park.
Harrison Park?
Yeah.
And what did you
Harrison
do?
Park, we used to go to the zoo too, but that was when my mom met Vatsek. There was Walter.
So what, he drove or something, so he was able to take you guys? Is that what happened?
No, the man my mom met this man named Walter, and I can't think of his name. Wanda. They had a daughter named Wanda.
Did he drive? How did you guys get to the zoo?
The man drive.
Okay, that's what I mean.
Man. And people thought they were lovers, believe it or not.
So, how did Grandma meet this person, Walter?
Through acquaintance, I believe.
But how did this is the time Grandma was working then? Is that how she was able to meet this person?
Yeah.
Did Grandma even work in Chicago?
Of course, Grandpa worked in
No, I mean Grandma.
She used to take care of people's, clean up people's houses in there.
Okay, and how did she get into work like that?
Walk.
No, but like anybody referred her, or she went ahead and talked to people?
Yes, referred by people that needed to clean their houses.
Did she get paid good money?
I think so. Even the people used to offer bring food from their houses. What I recall.
So that was the
I used to go clean houses too, because I was a young girl at that time.
And
But I remember that.
What was Sophie and Wanda doing while you were helping Grandma? You were helping Grandma clean houses, or you were doing houses by yourself without Grandma?
No, with Grandma.
You were with Grandma helping her? Now, what
I
about...
was a young girl, but I tried to watch what my mom did. I tried to do the same thing. But, you don't want nothing to drink, help yourself. There's punch in there. There's punch in there. Help yourself.
I'm good.
You got 7-Up, huh?
Yeah, so...
Whose drink is that?
That's nobody's drink.
Oh.
So Sophie and Wanda and Uncle Frank, what were they doing while you're out helping Grandma? They were going to school, getting their education, or?
Sophie was born in Germany also.
I know, but while you were out,
She was born April 5th.
while you were helping Grandma clean houses, what were they doing? Were they at home or what?
You ain't recording this, you're just talking, right?
Right.
Okay. That's good because I'm hesitant.
Okay. So like, what was the kids? What was your siblings doing while you're helping Grandma clean? Were they going to school or what? How old was you, by the way?
I was not that young. I don't think. I was about maybe 9 or 10 years old, I think. To my belief.
Okay.
Because I was going to St. Anne's Grammar School. Then I went to Provo. And then now it become a high school. It's a division to Harrison High School, I believe. Yeah, I went to Provo for a while. I didn't stay in St. Anne's because the tuition was too high. You had to pay tuition, in a Catholic school.
Speaking of which, did Grandma and Grandpa ever go to high school, or what grade? What was the highest grade they completed?
I think my dad went to 3rd grade and Mom maybe a 5th grade.
And that was it?
Yeah.
What caused them to drop out, or were they?
I don't know why. That was their time. I wasn't born then. Only what I recall what my parents told me. Like I'm telling you.
And like you graduated, right?
Yes, I graduated.
Where you graduate from?
I really graduated from Harrison Night School. Through Stephanie though. Because I used to go to St. Anne. I finished grade school. But I never went to St. Anne's High School. I went to Harrison. No, I went to Froebel first. Because I told you I went to public school. Because my parents couldn't afford that. They had to raise 4 children. That's pretty hard, you know.
Yeah.
On the fixed income and that. Me, Sophie, Wanda, my brother Mary and Frank Antos.
So how did you get to school?
What are you talking about?
Any school. I'm like, when you were going to school, how did you get to school? There wasn't no school bus around, were they?
I walked.
You walked?
Yeah.
Did you have far to walk?
Was on 21st Street. There's a 21st place too, there was. Then it's 22nd Street. From Chicago. It's 17th Street. Then it's 18th Street, the main street. Then it's 18th Place. Then it's 19th Street. We used to live on 19th Street. Me with Grady, you know. And then it's Cullerton Street. And then it's 21st.
So yeah, you walked quite a while, quite a bit, didn't you, huh? To get to, so you lived in 1906 while you going to school?
No, I lived at 2049 with 17th Street. That's where my mom's house burned down.
2049, yeah.
When Seven was born.
Wow, so
1972.
man, so you had to walk a good while, a good distance to get to school then, huh?
Yeah, one time Wanda was all burned up. She got burned, but Mama kept her at home. She was devastated. She left her alone at home. She was really devastated.
Wanda was devastated, or Grandma?
Oh, Grandma was good, devastated.
So Grandma left Wanda at home?
Because she left her at home, and there was water sitting in the patio of one of these things that you put wood in and that.
Okay.
And that water splashed all over her damn arm. She had a bad gash. It's well now, I believe. It's not that it healed up, but I remember that.
So Grandma left Aunt Wanda alone at home at what age?
Yeah, because she had to go to school and check on me, but she should have took Wanda with her. I think Wanda was sick or something. But she was too young to be there.
How old was she?
I think she was maybe 5 years old. But she wasn't in school yet.
So Grandma left Aunt Wanda at home at 5 years old by herself while she went to go to school and check up on you? Wow.
Well, she was sick. Wanda was sick.
Wow.
But the school called. She should have never went to the school at all.
Wow. So how would you be able to get home then? Then they need to talk to her?
Yeah, but she shouldn't have left Wanda there. She was devastated. She did.
Wow.
She should have never went to the school at all. She should have told them.
Yeah, you can't.
But we didn't have a telephone at that time.
Well, how she was able to get informed about you then?
Through the school system when I was going to school.
So they never phone called her? They got what, a letter?
They gave her a note to me to give her.
Oh. So why?
I had to write it in Polish to her.
Oh, well, you could have got away with murder then, huh? You could have just told her anything that was in that letter.
No, I wasn't that person. Why would I be that kind of
I don't know. You keep yourself out of trouble, so it's a good thing you're honest then, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was when I was going to Froebel School.
So was you a good student?
Now it's a division of Harrison Night School.
How would you describe yourself as a student? You good?
That was good.
You a good student?
A's and B's.
Right on.
And some C's. How would you describe yourself as a student?
I'm a C and D person. I wasn't very good at school.
Who used to help you with your homework? Your mama?
Floyd used to help me with my homework
I
too.
help you with your homework
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
I used to write your homework too. That's the truth. Set you free.
So what else can you tell us
I
about?
helped Tony too, didn't I, Tony?
We got
Tony, did
What?
I help you with your homework? A lot.
Yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
What are you doing? You texting somebody, not listening to my conversation?
I'm listening to you and I'm texting Randy and Karen. Happy blessed Thanksgiving.
So
We'll give
what
them
else?
our best
What
too.
else do you recall about Grandma?
We had our rough times too.
Well, we call share some with us.
One time, Dad didn't know where Mama was at, believe it or not. She got mad at him or something. That's a grievance people go through in life. I think because Dad used to drink. Mom cured him from drinking.
What kind of drink did he used to drink? Beer? Alcohol? Liquor?
He used to get drunk.
Vodka?
He used to get drunk. Your father used to get drunk too.
They used to go. Did they go to Jake's together? They used to go to Jake's together and drink up there.
Yeah, before Dad died.
Dad died. Grandpa died downstairs, didn't he? I remember them hauling him, taking him out on a stretcher. He died
No,
down.
he didn't die down.
No, well they took the paramedics.
He died at Mount Sinai.
Right, but the paramedics came by and I remember them taking him out on the stretcher. I remember running downstairs. That's about two things I remember about him. Is like I remember playing around outside on front with Robert. We used to play Batman and Robin together. He used to give us candy and he used to laugh a lot with me and Robert playing Batman and Robin. And I remember him getting carried out in the stretcher when he was sick, when they were taking him to the doctor. And I remember every time when I get in trouble with you guys, I used to run downstairs and kick on the door and say, Tata, Tata, you know, Mom and Dad's trying to hurt me. And I used to always cry to Tata. I remember that. That's about the only things I remember about him. That's the only three things. I don't know very much about him. Speaking of which, how did he get his nickname of Tata?
There was a Polish named Tata.
What Polish name of what?
And Mama is a Polish name for mother. Tata is for father.
Okay.
But you used to say Tata because you couldn't say Stanisław.
I used to say it.
Yeah.
What about Tony? Tony call him Tata too?
Yeah.
Seems like everybody calls him Tata.
Because that's the way, it was a slang word probably for somebody. But you never call Grandma Yanina either.
No. Oh, as far as Grandma, I'm not proud of this, but I remember me taking a knife to her because she wouldn't give me money. Do you remember that? Do you remember why I took a knife to her? Why she wouldn't give me money? Or do you remember that day?
I probably wasn't there.
Yes, you were, because she was screaming for you to come save her, to come get this knife away out of my hand.
I think you exaggerate.
No, I remember that. I'm not proud of it, but I remember that.
Were you had a tantrum or something?
Yeah, I used to have a big tantrum. And my grandma wouldn't give me money because I think I took her for granted because she used to always give me money or give me something. And then one time I come to her and she said that
How can you say that, Frankie? When Grandma died in '87.
I know. I took a. So how old? I was born in '75.
Yeah.
So how old would that make me be? So 75, 80, about 12 years
9
old.
years old.
Well, 87, right?
You were 9 years old.
When she passed away. So I was probably about 6 years old when I was taking.
You were 13, ain't it right?
Yeah, I wanted to go in the casket with Tata.
Yeah.
Tony, you remember me taking a knife to Grandma?
Oh, let me see. I think, Mom was holding you back or something.
I think something like that, yeah.
Mom was holding you back. He was going to take a knife to...
Because she wouldn't give me money or something like that.
Because he wanted to do something. He wanted something really bad.
Yeah.
And he wanted to have something.
Yeah.
Mama did?
No.
Right there, you pulled me away from
You
her.
pulled away from
Yeah.
Grandma to get the knife away from Frankie.
You were real aggressive then, eh?
Yeah.